Welcome back to my channel. This week we have another What I Eat in a Week calorie deficit edition. Y'all, it is crazy that it is the last week of the year. It is even more crazier to think that I have not written down any 2026 goals. But to be honest, like, I'm so proud of myself for getting my steps in this year, my being consistent with my workouts, being consistent with my deficit, with eating right, that I'm just like, you know what? I just want 2026 to be a continuation of that. Now, I do have another 5 to 10 pounds to lose that I want to lose. And I don't know, like, I think I'm going to continue to try to go into that direction. I was thinking, like, oh, maybe you just take a break, maintain for a while, and then lose the extra pounds that you want to lose. But I think I'm going to try to lose them and then go into maintenance mode. So we'll see how that goes. Feeling so good in my body. Like, I think that I'm really like honing in on balance, right? Like, really been enjoying how I've been eating lately. This is what maintenance is going to look like. Honestly, I got that shit in the bag. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video and let's get to eating. It is dinner time. I'm about to make my salmon, and I will say today was kind of like a weird day for me. So I'm gonna end the day with around 1400 calories and only 66 grams of protein. And you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, because today I really wanted an iced peppermint mocha latte from Stable Hand. And when I searched that up on my Fitness Pal, the one, I don't know if you can see that, but the one that I always pick has 300 calories just because I'd rather be safe than sorry. So like I allotted that into my Fitness Pal, and then I kind of had to work my way around that during the day. Trey went to Bojangles earlier, so I only ate for a 4-piece Supreme. I was gonna eat 2, but then I changed my mind. I'm like, okay, this is actually really good. And then I wasn't hungry because I was gonna make myself like a smaller lunch, but I wasn't really hungry. So I was like, let me just eat the other 2 Supremes that I had. And then I logged in my dinner. My dinner is around 600 calories. I'm making teriyaki salmon with rice and avocado. So yeah, not every day looks like this, but sometimes I feel like to be able to stay consistent, you kind of have to have days that do look like that, because you still want to be able to fit the foods and the drinks that you like, you know? So let me make some dinner. You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Happy Monday. I'm off this week. I do have to work on Friday, but the rest of the days I'm off. So I think today I'm gonna go to Stable Hand and read my book. But before I do that, I am going to eat my breakfast, which is my protein cereal. This is the one that I always eat. I haven't had the strawberry yet, but at some point I would like to try it. And then ever since I got back from my trip, I've been adding chia seeds to my cereal. And honestly, I kind of like how it tastes, and it just gives me that extra fiber. And then I always use this specific protein shake for my cereal. I think it tastes the best. Like, it tastes less chemical-y than other protein shakes. And yeah, all in all, I literally get 50 grams of protein with the cereal and like 12 grams of fiber, which honestly, you can't beat that. I always weigh out the 42 grams on this, and then I do half a serving of the chia seeds, so I only do 15 grams. And then I pour the entirety of this bottle, well, not the entirety, but I pour the majority, and then I drink the rest of it. This has slowly become my favorite breakfast, I think. And it's so easy. So this is basically how I make my kibble. I just mix in seasoned ground chicken, usually with taco seasoning, mix it in with some cottage cheese, put it on some high fiber tortillas, and voila. I could technically just eat the mix, the cottage cheese and the chicken by itself. It's so good, but like I add the little tortillas for that extra fiber. You literally can't go wrong. I don't even know how many I don't know how much protein this has, but I can put it on the screen as well as the fiber count. Happy Tuesday. Today is going to be my no tracking day. Typically, my no tracking days usually fall on the weekends just because I have more plans on the weekends, but I made an exception and it's today. My friend wanted to go see The Housemaid, and I kind of just like slid in there and I was like, what if we also go to Chili's? So I was in my calorie deficit all this weekend just because I knew that I was going to go to Chili's today. And what do I do when I go to Chili's? I always get the triple dipper. So I have had the triple dipper on my mind for a long time. I also have a Ben and Jerry's milk and cookies. FYI, best flavor ever. I could eat that pint in about 2.5 seconds. But I do have that ice cream in my freezer, so I might dabble in it today. Who knows? Like, who knows how I'll feel after. The only thing I know right now is that I am craving that triple dipper so bad. So, yeah, I'm so ready to eat. I'm just now waiting on my friend to come pick me up. How do you feel about Chili's?
I'm actually really excited to get these honey chipotle
Can
mozzarella sticks.
How'd you find that about that?
I don't know. It was either TikTok or the last time I came, the waiter asked me that I wanted.
Honey, I might try it actually.
No, you should.
Just got back from the movies. The Housemaid was honestly better this time around. I don't know if it's because last time we went on opening day and we didn't go until like the 7:45 p.m. showing, which if you know movies, that basically means like 8:15 start time with like the previews and everything. And if you read the book, not to spoil anything, but if you read the book, the part of the movie where everyone gets locked up upstairs, I was kind of like dozing off because y'all, it was like 10 o'clock at night at that point, and I'm like, I'm literally about to fall asleep, and I did doze off. But this time I was wide awake, so I was paying attention to everything, and I was like, wow, like they did a pretty good job with the adaptation of the book. But now I'm home and I got my Ben and Jerry's milk and cookies, y'all. Best flavor ever. Like, honestly, best flavor. Oh, also, we got our triple dippers, obviously, as you all saw. But then I got to the movies and I'm like, I'm already here, might as well. I got a small popcorn and I devoured that. And now I'm about to have some of this. It's like cookies and cream. I think the only difference really is that it has like chunks of chocolate chip in it. It's so freaking good. I could literally eat this all at once. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of really liked going to the movies in the middle of the day. Like, I'm now like really paying attention to the movie. Like, I'm not sleepy, I'm not dozing off. And yeah, I don't know. This is a better experience, I say. Y'all, it is donezo. It's like a magic trick. It is so good. Honestly, shout out to me thanking my past self for thinking of my future self and getting this. I think I got this like a week ago. And I already know that if I'm getting this, this is gonna be gone in one sitting. Like, I already know, like, this flavor to me, it's not a ration flavor. It's not a portioned out flavor. It's a eat this whole goddamn pint flavor, you know? I was craving this. When was it? Last night? I think it was like last night I was craving this. I was like, should I go in there and get like 2 little scoops, you know, to like satisfy the craving? But I'm like, no, once you get a taste of this, you're gonna keep going. So I was like, just wait till tomorrow. Like, you're going to the movies, you're going to Chili's, like, just enjoy it tomorrow. Fully enjoy it, you know, without thinking, I just like blew my calorie deficit. Girl, we're not in a deficit today. Happy Wednesday. It is the last day of 2025, and y'all, I finished the book that I was reading. I was reading The Wedding People, so I'm adding that onto my Goodreads. My challenge for this year was 25 books, and that happened to be my 9th book. So I was 15 books behind. We're going to do better in 2026. Like, that is my goal. I think I'm going to keep the goal at 25 just because I feel like that feels a little more realistic. I don't really have any plans for the day. I know that I'm going to take a 12 o'clock mat Pilates class, And then I do have to do some returns for Amazon because your girl needs that money. And then yeah, I don't know. I might be in the mood to get Chick-fil-A for lunch, but we'll see. I'm about to make my breakfast. I honestly didn't wake up that hungry, as you could probably tell. Like, I had a lot of calories yesterday. So I'm not feeling that hungry, but I know that I should probably eat before my class and before I just like run around doing everything that I need to do. Oh, I do need to return that book too because it is super late, to the point that they're trying to charge me $28 for it. So I need to go and like be like, hey, like I have the book, sorry. I just put a shit ton of books on hold too, just to get the ball going. I was like looking to see like what books are turning into like Netflix shows or movies. One of the ones that I'm really interested in is His and Hers by Alice Feeney, I think. And then also The People That We Meet on Vacation. And those are coming out literally next month. So, or tomorrow, like they're coming out next month. So I put those on hold. And I think I'm like 20 something in line. So we'll see. I also put Broken Country on hold. I really seem to enjoy the books that Reese Witherspoon has on her book club. So I went through her website and I picked a few out. Let's get to making my breakfast. I'm just going to do my cereal with my protein shake and my chia seeds. Boring, I know, but it's 50 grams of protein every time. I'm telling y'all, if you have a hard time getting your protein in, and also like adding in the chia seeds gives me like 12 grams of fiber. So you can't beat that. Oh, was it? I got Chick-fil-A for lunch. I usually always get the same thing. Even when I'm not really counting or like tracking that day, honestly, I'm so used to this order, but I get a small mac and cheese. And a count nugget. And then barbecue sauce. And a large Diet Coke. I am not really a fan of the fries at Chick-fil-A, so that kind of helps me not get the fries. If you love the fries at Chick-fil-A, I think you should probably try to work them into your deficit, but I don't. I love the mac and cheese, so that's what I get. That's my order. That's what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I went to the gym, walked for about an hour, took a mat Pilates class. That class kicked my ass. I usually do the sculpt and strength class. I tried the mat Pilates class because I've been meaning to, and she literally kicked my ass. Such a good class. And then I did some errands and I picked up Chick-fil-A, and I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner, so stay tuned for that. Literally best fast food mac and cheese, no doubt. So good. Super simple, super high protein, super easy, has fiber from the spinach. The way that I do this is I just get like the bottle of the sauce, and then I add this sauce specifically with 61 grams, I think, for 60 calories. And I just like set my bowl on the scale and I weigh out 61 grams of the sauce, and then I heat the sauce up, and then I mix everything else in. So after I put the sauce in the bowl, I put in my noodles, the spinach, and then I weigh out the shrimp to do 4 ounces. And yeah, it's such a good and easy, delicious, healthy dinner. Happy Thursday and Happy New Year. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. We're getting ready to go play some tennis with like a local tennis group, but I am kind of hungry, so I'm like, I need to make my cereal before I go out there and play. It's like 39 degrees outside, and this is all I got. I think I might have to wear like a hoodie over this because it's not gonna cut it. I will say, I meant to take out some ground beef when we got back from Tacos on Nevada, but I just didn't. I started cleaning and I think I just forgot, but I decided to get some Chipotle instead. I was gonna make like ground beef and rice anyway, so this is similar. And I got black beans, so getting my fiber in, and Chipotle always hits. Happy Friday. I'm back to work today. Thankfully, it is Friday though, so at least I get another little break before I go full send for next week. But this morning I had my breakfast. I had my protein cereal with my chia seeds. Now it is almost 1 o'clock and I'm gonna make my lunch. And I did buy goodles at the grocery store last time, so I'm gonna bring those back today and then just do a side of my real good tenders. And I haven't had this lunch probably in a hot minute, so I'm excited to eat today. I always get the Chetty Mac flavor. I've tried the other flavors, but honestly, I think, in my opinion, this is the best one. So I just keep getting it. I've tried like 2 to 3 different flavors, and I kind of want to try the rest of them, but it's like, so far, this is my favorite. So, also, these are the chicken nuggets that I'm using. I'm also going to make lunch for Trey, and he eats the Just Bare, and then I eat the Real Good. I have ate these before. I do like Just Bare, but the macros on the Real Good nuggets are just like 10 times better. So, for example, 4 ounces of these is 130 calories. You get 23 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs, and then 2 grams of fat. Versus the Just Bare, you get 2 pieces, which it doesn't say the ounces, but this is 112 grams and this is 93 grams, so you get more volume, I think. I don't know. You get more with this one, but for 2 pieces of these, you have 170 calories, 17 grams of protein, which is 5 to 6 grams less than 23, 11 grams of carbs, and then 6 grams of fat. So if you're like really tracking your macros, like truly tracking your macros, this for sure is the better option. I just use this because it has less calories and it has more protein. Honestly, taste-wise, I think they taste different, but I think on the same level. Like they're the same level of good, in my opinion. I'm about to make dinner and I'm going to make this ground beef with some rice, taco seasoning, add in some cheese, avocado, a little bit of lettuce. It's like my ground chicken taco bowl that I've made. I think in one of my other videos that I posted on here, I always make it with ground chicken, but I don't know. I was like feeling ground beef this week, so I got the ground beef. I'm gonna make it with ground beef. I don't think it tastes as good as the ground chicken, but we'll see. Maybe I change my mind. And yeah, I just gotta make my rice. The rice is honestly the longest part. It takes about 20 minutes, but besides that, it's a pretty easy and quick dinner. And then I also have like a bunch of ground beef left over for the next day, so I might mix that in with my cottage cheese tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's get to making dinner because I'm hungry. Oh, and Trey is at his tennis match, but I really wanted a large Diet Coke from Chick-fil-A, so he's bringing that so I can have that with my dinner, and it's gonna be chef's kiss. This is my finished product, and I just like to mix it all up. Like growing up, I just really loved mixing my food all together. I honestly think when you mix your food up, it makes it taste better because you're getting a little piece of everything in one bite. Just the way I like to eat. This is such a good meal because it has your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. 10 out of 10 every single time. Happy Sunday. I did not film yesterday, but yesterday I kind of treated it like my cheat day because I ate Wingstop and I had breakfast out, which honestly sucked, but that's what I get because I saw a TikTok video and I was like, ooh, I really want to get that breakfast burrito, but it was just mid. And then I like had some Bojangles. So it was a great day. But anyways, we are starting fresh. It is Sunday and I just got groceries for the week at Harris Teeter. So kind of wanted to do a little like grocery haul to show y'all what I got. Oh, I also went to the gym this morning. Shout out to me. I did a little glute day, Stairmaster, and then I finished it off with some steps. So I'm feeling very productive. And then later in about an hour, I'm going to get my nails done because look at that. And then I have like a rip on here, so. I got some seaweed chips. I'm going to use this for a salmon dinner that I'm making. Salmon, rice, and avocado, and some seaweed chips. This is new, but I wanted to try it. It's from Jenny's, and it is a passion fruit dreamsicle, and it's only 130 calories. So I was like, I feel like this is like a good sweet treat for one of the days where I'm tracking. It has 2 grams of protein, so it's nothing, but it sounds pretty good. Got some cottage cheese. I'm probably gonna use this for any leftover meats for the next day. And then I'm gonna try to meal prep some of my lunches this week, especially on the days where I go to work. So I bought this rice cauliflower. It's like microwavable. I was gonna buy rice, but the rice is just like super high in calories. Like the bagged rice that I make, 1 serving of that is 160 calories, and then the microwavable rices are like 250. I'm like, that's like a big increase. So I just got this like rice cauliflower, and this whole pouch is 38 calories. So not bad. 3 grams of protein, and 2.8 grams of fiber. So it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna do this with ground beef and broccoli. And then I also got this sauce to go with this and the ground beef. It's the Japanese barbecue sauce, and I got the sweet and spicy. I think I've only ever tried another flavor, which was good, but I wanted to try something new, so I'm trying the sweet and spicy. And then I got some goodles, but instead of getting like the box, I saw these and I was like, oh my god, look how cute. And it's just like 1 serving. The macros are a little different. I do think calorie wise, it's like a little less than the box, but protein, I think the box has like 14 grams of protein. This has 11 grams of protein. And I think the box has 7 grams of fiber. This has 6 grams of fiber. But honestly, like you literally just add water in here, pop it in the microwave, and there you go. I'm gonna eat this with my chicken tenders that I have. Okay, now I got a bunch of veggies. So I got chopped spinach, and I got 2 because I'm planning on doing a shrimp alfredo and then like a spaghetti ground beef situation. So I'm gonna use both of these for the 2 different meals. Some green peas. I think I'm gonna try to do a teriyaki chicken with rice and peas. And then I got some broccoli, which I'm gonna do with the rice cauliflower, the Japanese sauce, and the ground beef. So super easy, super simple. Then I got some refried beans that I'm going to try to do with a quesadilla. I'm just going to do the high fiber tortilla, cheese, and add in some beans. And then I got my handy dandy protein shake. I got like 5 of these. So I think I'm going to try to mix it up and do the cereal, and then maybe if I want coffee and I make it at home, do my cold brew and then add in this for like the creamer. I feel like most of this is Trey's, but I got him some bananas and then a bunch of Chobani yogurt. He eats this with granola. I got an avocado to go with my salmon and seaweed and rice. And then I got a lime because sometimes I like to add a lime to my Diet Coke. Let's see what's in here. I got my protein cereal. This is the one, this is what I use. I've been wanting to try the strawberry, but honestly not really. I'm not a big strawberry girl, but I would love to know how it tastes one day. But this is the one that I always get. And I know they have other ones like 3 Wishes or 3 Spoons or whatever, but I got my high fiber tortillas. And then this is the granola that Trey uses for his yogurt. I think for the amount of calories it has pretty good fiber. It has 5 grams of fiber per serving, so shout out. I got some shrimp to go with my shrimp alfredo and where is it at? Oh, my shrimp alfredo and the chopped spinach that I bought. Another seaweed. And then these are new. I just tried this. this yellow one last week, I think, and they're called Gutsy. And I saw them when I was like in like the fruit and vegetable section, but they have a lot of fiber. So for 70 this has 70 calories. It has 7 grams of fiber, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. It tasted like a more soury applesauce, but I didn't realize it that it had ginger. Like it has ginger, and I'm like, oh, that's why it's kind of sour at the beginning. But 70 calories, 7 grams of fiber. And then this is apple, pineapple, passion fruit plus ginger dandelion. And then I got different flavors just to see which one I like the most. This one is apple, spinach, kiwi, and kale. It has 70 calories, 8 grams of fiber, so 1 more gram of fiber. And then this one's so cute, it's like pink. This one is the apple, strawberry, kiwi, kale, and it has 70 grams, or sorry, has 70 calories and 8 grams of fiber. So if you're on the go, honestly, like it literally tastes like applesauce, just like a little more sour. I think it was because of the ginger, so I'm excited to see how these two taste. And I got all the meats. So this is going to be for my lunches that I'm going to try to meal prep with the rice cauliflower, the broccoli, and the Japanese sauce. And then this is going to be for the spaghetti with the red sauce, my noodles that I have, and the chopped spinach. And then for my chicken teriyaki that I was gonna make, I'm gonna use chicken breast. And then for my salmon, rice, and avocado, I got some salmon. And I always get the salmon that's like at the butcher part of the Harris Teeter, just because I feel like it tastes the best. And yeah, those are all my meats for the week. I got a bunch of like random stuff like loofahs. Oh, I also got this taco seasoning because I'm going to make my ground beef taco bowl tonight and I'm out of seasoning, so I'm going to use this. But I also got a bunch of like household stuff. I got some deodorant, tampons, loofahs, and razors. And that was my little haul. And now I'm going to make my breakfast, which thank God I have a bunch of leftovers. I'm gonna make my breakfast and then get ready to go get my nails done. And I forgot, I'm gonna flip my camera, but I got my handy dandy Diet Coke and also cherry drinks. Dr. Pepper zero sugar. So here we are. And here's all of the stuff. I think I've reached official gym bro status with this breakfast. This is really good. I think it has like 50 grams of protein in it. It has nothing else though, so I'm gonna have to play catch up for the rest of the day, but not on my protein. Just got done with my breakfast. I always use stock, but today I'm gonna pair it with a little protein and I'm gonna use my protein shakes that I always eat with my cereal. This is what the finished product looks like. Y'all, this cup is so cute. Well, I got this at a Hispanic festival in Uptown. It has takis. It also has, where's it at? Jarritos. It's so cute. It has like a bunch of like Mexican like candies and like drinks. And it's a little bigger than my other mason jars. I just got back from getting my nails done. I got this like OPI color. It's called Machu Picchu. I love their puns. It kind of blends into my skin, but I like it. I came home and I made myself a bean and cheese quesadilla. So basically I had no fiber this morning when I had my breakfast, but this will give me... I've already tracked my full day, including my dinner, but my fiber says 25 grams. This tortilla, I think, has 12 grams. The beans have like 8 to 10 grams, and then I think my dinner just carries me over to 25. But yeah, I just do refried beans. I do the vegetarian or the fat-free ones. I think it's the vegetarian ones because I think it comes out to 90 calories per serving. And then I do mozzarella cheese. And then for my hot sauce, sometimes like I'll have Taco Bell hot sauce laying around, sorry. And so I'll usually do that, but I don't think I have any right now, so I'm just gonna do my Texas Pete. This is what it looks like. And I could have left it on the stove for a little longer, but it's fine.